Now we have the largest and most important classifieds portal of Turkey. We have Burak. Come, please. Thank you so much. So excited to hear the update. They have an amazing office when you're ever in Turkey and you want to work out. You can actually run around the entire office internal. They have a run track around all the desks. It's an amazing office.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Okay. I'm the CEO of Burak Ertas, CEO of Sahibinden.com. Sahibinden.com is the online classifieds platform of Turkey. So it was founded in 2000 by our founder, Mr. Taner Aksoy. It is 100% privately owned by Aksoy family. Our headquarters is in Istanbul. We have 31 regional offices covering all 81 cities in Turkey. We're basically a horizontal platform, an umbrella brand covering 10 categories. We have more than 650 people, and we always believe that the success in any online industry depends on people. That's why we always invest in people and try to work with the best talent. We were chosen as the best employer in Turkey last year in the 500 to 2,000 number of employees category by Great Place to Work. So, first of all, we've seen some market numbers, but I just want to update with very basic demographic settings. We have more than 82 million right now. Turkey is quite a young country, the median age being 32, and that's 43 in Europe. And 55% of the population is below 35. That means there's a lot of inclination towards technology, and the technology takeoff is quite high within Turkish people. The population is still growing healthily, and it is supposed to settle around 100 million by between 2030 to 2035. So these are basic drivers for any kind of business, including consumer online marketplaces. So, as I told you, we are the marketplace of the online classifieds platform of Turkey. We have assets on mobile web, desktop web, an iOS app, and Android app. If I add up all the KPIs from these channels, we have more than 45 million monthly active users, doing 41 million visits, and close to 11 billion page or screen views. So these numbers bring us to being the largest Turkish internet asset in the world. The left-hand side is a similar web ordering of the biggest websites in Turkey. So Google.com and Google.com.tr is in the list. So if I add them up as one, we are the 6th largest. Google is first, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, then Sahibinden.com. And if you look at the online classifieds category in similar web, we see Craigslist US is number 1, Avito Russia is number 2, Le Bon Coin France is number 3, and then Sahibinden.com comes like number 4 with these traffic numbers. So, as I told you, we are one umbrella brand, Sahibinden.com. We have 10 main categories. I combined some of the categories so that they can fit in the presentation, like jobs and professional services. Professional services is a different vertical. We treat each and every category as a vertical itself. Sometimes we call ourselves verticalized horizontal, like a vertical. The reason being, we have very specialized consumer services around each and every category or vertical, and somewhat modified and optimized user experience, search functionality, etc. For example, on real estate, we have a map search function, which is like basically Rightmove or like Trulia, Zillow-like. So I'll focus on the most lucrative two categories, which is real estate and cars for us. So this is a research we had Nielsen Research Company make in May 2019. They went to 5,400 people and made face-to-face research in Turkey. Statistically, this represents whole of Turkey. So it was in all regions with 5,400 people. So we asked, what is the top-of-mind brand awareness for buying a car, or if you're looking for a car? The audience was people that are looking for a car in the upcoming 6 months or that have bought or thought of buying a car in the last 6 months. Those from that audience. So Sahibinden.com unaided became #1 in real estate. Sorry for that's my bad. And the second question was, what was the first preferred platform for you? Again, unaided, and first choice results is Sahibinden.com. And best platform was prompted. It was a long list of platforms. They could choose anything, and Sahibinden.com was chosen as the best platform. #2 is a vertical platform that has been around in Turkey for quite a while now. #3 is a market entrant, is a mobile horizontal player, a global player actually, and they entered the market 4 years ago and has done very heavy TV and online advertising campaigns, and they still continue to do. They came as #3 with these numbers. And we asked the Net Promoter Score for all these 3 platforms. Other than Sahibinden.com, #2 and #3 are quite not liked. The reason being, we are very much focused on the quality of the listings, the overall user experience in that certain vertical, and the optimized functionalities that we provide in those areas. So if we go to the traffic comparison, this is similar web comparison, but since we are a horizontal platform and #2 is a vertical, we deducted the traffic from similar web by looking at our Google Analytics numbers and finding out how much of our traffic, what percentage of our traffic goes to real estate. So we reduced the similar web numbers to be a fair comparison with #2. So in monthly sessions on the web, this includes desktop and mobile, we are 2.5 times bigger than #2. In apps, we are 14 times bigger in terms of monthly active users. Then we went to the sellers. These 5,400 people were segmented in six segments. This was the sellers listers segment. So the one on the top is professional sellers, like realtors, property developers. The one on the bottom is private sellers. So the same questions were asked. Sahibinden.com was undisputedly #1 platform. The ranking changed for professional sellers. #3 is another vertical that is active in real estate for a while now. And when we look at the number of listings compared to the #2, we are 2 times bigger than #2. But please do recall that our listing duration is 30 days. Their listing duration is 60 days. So it could go up to 4 times. We should say 2 to 4 times bigger than them. Now, when we go to the cars, we see a much stronger picture also. Undisputedly, Sahibinden.com was the best top of mind, first preference, and best platform preferred. #2 is also a vertical that has been around in the country for a while. And #3 is still the same mobile horizontal player which entered the market 4 years ago with very heavy TV and online advertising. And when we ask the Net Promoter Score, the picture is quite well for Sahibinden. And in cars, most of our traffic, I would say close to more than 55% of our traffic comes to cars. So cars #1, then real estate. So in this, the difference is much higher. The method we used is the same as in the real estate, so we have to deduct our total horizontal traffic on similar web by some percent. And we are 4.7 times bigger in monthly sessions, and in monthly active users, 16 times and 19 times respectively. The same look. Here we see a global giant in professional sellers. That's an interesting thing. That's Facebook Marketplace, by the way. I can tell their name. And it's there, but it's kind of not there. And in the car listings, we are 3 times bigger. Same applies here, although these 2 players are totally different. Their listing duration is 60 days, while ours is 30 days. So at the end of the day, the liquidity is what matters. This is a measurement that we did. I'll just, in one more minute. So on the average, a car is sold in 13 days, a house is rented at 15 days, and sold on our platform in 44 days. At the end of the day, we have been a landmark in Turkey for a very long time. We were chosen as one of the Turkey's top 10 brands. The only online brand, by the way. All the others are offline. And finally, all of our traffic, almost all of our traffic is unpaid. The left-hand side includes both mobile web and mobile apps. We count the mobile apps as direct traffic. We have almost paid nothing for downloads up until now, during the last 9 years that we have launched the application. And this creates a very high quality top line and EBITDA for us. Thank you very much for listening to me.